Hey dudes, what's up? First of all, I want to say I feel like an idiot because I was already just now, like 10 minutes into recording this video, then I realized I was never capturing the game footage, so I have to do all this again, but so be it, I'm an idiot. A couple of months back, maybe 3, I made an account showcase of my JP account, which is definitely very different in spending levels than my NA account, and in that video, I also asked if you guys were interested in seeing the progress of my main account, this account, the NA account, that I whale a lot on, and you guys said yes, and I wanted to wait until till we got Anniversary 5, so now both accounts at the time of the recordings, respectively, are over 5 years old. And as you can see from the total logins as well, this account is now over 5 years old because I'm a day 1 player on the NA server. So again, I will be saying this many times, this is an absolutely a whale account, okay? So let's just get that out there. Not gonna hide it or anything, this is absolutely a whale account. Also, this video will be very unscripted. I didn't really write a script for myself. I just wrote like a flow of things I want to show off, so I'm just gonna go through in order, so hopefully there's not too many edits. There are probably some cuts here and there though, because I tend to flub my words and whatnot, and I still want to, you know, come off as, you know, understandable. I'm not gonna show everything today, but again, mostly the stuff that people just want to see. Now, real briefly, I do want to mention something sad which most people can't relate to or even care about, but yeah, I just mentioned I have the 1855 logins, and as you can see, my login streak does not match my total logins. It should, because I'm a day 1 player, right? Well, obviously not every day 1 player would log in every day anyway, but I would. Most people might not know, but ages ago, when the rerun for Christmas 2 happened on this server, there was a very infamous maintenance that lasted for over 24 hours, which forcibly killed the login streak of every player at the time. There was nothing you could do about it. Even if you logged in at the perfect time, just before it happened and just after it ended, there was nothing you could do. It was gone. I would actually, funnily enough, have a perfect 1855-day login streak, because I'm that much of a loser that I have logged in every day over 5 years since this game was released. But yeah, because of that unfortunate, insane long maintenance, it's gone. It's just gone. And I'm really sad about it. We did get some compensation for the maintenance, I guess, but I would have rather kept my login streak than get the quartz, so it is what it is. I guess I'm just a loser. So yeah, first of all, as you can see, I'm level 150 master level, which is the current highest you can be on NA. I've been that for a while now because I spend way too much time playing this game. And I believe with the release of 5.5 later this year, around December, we should be getting the increase to 160. Gonna grind that pretty fast as well, probably. I guess the first thing I can show you, which kind of relates to the master level as well, because you level both of these from just playing, are the mystic codes. So, this is the new one that I'm still using because it's not level 10 yet. We got this right now with the ongoing Summer 5 event. It's one of those fast ones to level though, so in a month or two, maybe even less, I'll have this at level 10, so no worries there. Now, as for every other mystic code, they're all level 10, and have been for quite a while now, because again, I'm a loser who spends so much time playing this game. Every time there's a lottery event, I just go way too ape on it, and yeah, stuff happens, and I guess this is the stuff, so yeah, all of these are level 10, including the Arctic, yes. I actually got Arctic to level 10 in less than a year, because there were 2 lottery events after it got released with Lost Build 1, so I've had this level 10 for quite a long time now. Quite a contrast to my JP account that still doesn't have it level 10, what, 4 years later? So, an interesting contrast, I guess. Because this is not much affected by whaling, it's just you can see which account gets more from my focus. So there you go, very soon, hopefully, everything will be back to max level again. Now, I guess, let's do the big one. This is probably where most people will skip into the video as well, and if you did that, I guess I can't blame you. But I'd recommend watching everything, because hopefully, you know, all this stuff is interesting. But let's talk about servants, okay? The big thing on everyone's minds. Now, before I start scrolling here, you don't have to count. I'll give you the numbers for unique SRs and SSRs and the MP5 levels, or how many I have, so don't bother counting. I'll just give you the numbers as we go here. We should filter this by rarity. Yeah, that makes more sense. So yeah, I'm gonna start scrolling through here, and I might as well talk about the numbers. So in case people didn't know, I have every servant in the game minus 1 servant, and they're not even an SSR. That's the crazy part. I am missing Summer Kyo Lancer, the 4-star from the first summer event ever. Funnily enough, I have her on my JP account though. And as of recording this video, fun fact, she has a banner right now on JP. The last banner was like 3 years ago or something like that. So with that, I finally have hope that I can maybe in 2 years have a completed servant collection on my NA account, which is nice. It's gonna take a long time, but it's nice to know that at least we'll have a chance in the future. I even tried on the latest GSSR and I failed, but you know, an attempt was made. So there you go. This is every servant in the game as of July 25, 2022 on NA, released so far, minus Kyo Lancer, so there you go. Now what that means in numbers, it's 97 SSRs, okay? And for reference, my JP account had 69 unique ones, which is kind of crazy considering it has 2 years more content. So again, you can definitely tell way more money is spent on this account than on the JP account. Now for the 4 stars, I think this excludes Mashu from the counts. I have 115 4 stars, which again is every 4 star released in the game, minus Kyo Lancer, so there you go. Now, the other thing that people are dying to know, I suppose, are probably the MP levels. So again, let's change the filter here. And again, you don't have to count. I'll give you the, at least, well, you can maybe count for the other stuff. I'll give you the MP5 numbers here. So I'm just going to start scrolling through here. And for the 5 stars, of the 97 that I have, which is all of them, 23 actually are MP5, which honestly shocked me because I had no idea it had gone that high. But I guess it has increased a bit over the last year or so. Also, feel free to flex your MP levels on me in case you have something higher here. That's fine. Flex me in the comments. Let me know how much I suck at rolling. And as for the 4 stars, of the 115, 91 are MP5, so that's basically like every permanent least and a bunch of story locks and limiteds as well. So yeah. Now, Guchan Lancer was somewhere there. She was probably MP2. I included her in the count for MP5 because later today I will be finishing the MP levels from playing the event, so I already counted her basically. But there you go. Big ass numbers. I'm not sure if I can call myself a Leviathan though. That's another thing. Again, this is all perspective. For someone, I'm definitely a Leviathan, but to me, a Leviathan is someone like who MP5s every servant ever released. I even have some of those people on my friends list, so I'm definitely nowhere near the league of those guys still. Even though, yes, I do consider myself a very big whale, there is still a big gap between me and the absolute biggest boys out there. Or girls, I guess. Now that I'm here, let's take a look at the craft essences. First of all, you can see my level 100 craft essences. I believe there's 15 of them right now, and I still have definitely some EXP bombs left if I want to level up any future ones. I tend to level up different effects so I can have more like options when I do hard content. So I tried not to level up like too many arches or too many busters. I try like to spread it out because those bonus stats can actually go a long way in a battle. And then I have a bunch of other ones at 50. I always recommend, if you have a good C, just get it to level 50 at least, because it's very easy to do, and you know, you might want to make them level 100 later, but 50 is very easy to do and still gives you a bunch of bonus stats. Now, I might as well show you all the copies I have, I guess. I'll just cover the 5-star Cs, because let's be real, no one cares about 4-star Cs. So I'm gonna start scrolling through here, and also right now I'm gonna give you a trigger warning. These are in order of release, so once we get down, you're gonna be seeing some Cs that are Cs that people want, but they never get rate ups. So in case you don't want to see sub K scopes or whatever, skip ahead a little bit maybe later in the video, maybe towards the where I cover all the skills, because you're gonna see a bunch of them here. So yeah, now we get to some of the permanent Cs, a couple of 2030s. You will see more of them later as well, because I'll show you my second archive, and yeah, there you go. I could probably start depositing some of these as well. No real reason to carry 5 of them, but yeah, that's 5 MLB K-scopes, yeah. I do actually have 27 total, so 2 extra copies, which you'll see in a second here, but yeah, 27 copies since day 1. Now, like I said, we'll take a brief look at the second archive as well here. So here you go for the servants. I actually don't burn my welfares because you get basically nothing from them. I would feel bad. Obviously it's a waste of space, but I can't bring myself to do it. And yeah, there's a bunch of SSRs and like 4 stars as well here. I don't burn them really either because I don't really need the RP. You'll see that later. I'm fine for now. And some are even like limited 4 stars because again, I just can't bring myself to burn them. I just can't. And fun fact, I have, what is that, 13 under my use, because the one I have is MP5 and these are the extra copies, so there you go. I've rolled a bit of FP as well, I guess. Now, let's briefly go through the craft essences as well. So again, I'll just show you the 5 stars. Now, some of these, they're actually like, let's see, like this this C right here. I could MLB that one again, and this Leo C. I should do that because it saves space, but I'm just lazy, so yeah, it is what it is. And oh yeah, this is some very unexpected PTSD here. Yeah, I kind of forgot about this. Oh, that's nasty, because you guys know, hopefully, that the what I call the Lee disaster was my worst gacha disaster of all time, which was one of the New Year's banners, which had the CE, the mark of the smiling face. And yes, I have 10 MLBs of it, and I think at some point I started even burning them, so it's probably even more than this 50 copies that I got. Yeah, it's that crazy. So now I kind of regret coming in here, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's some bad memories, I guess. A lot of MLBs of lottery Cs as well is what you see, because I do play those events a lot. And again, you'll be seeing some permanents here as well, so not as many as the normal inventory, obviously, because these are mostly just non-MLB, except for like the 2030s. There's a couple of extra MLBs as well. And more black grills and whatnot. There's the 2 extra K-scopes, so yeah, there you go. I have a lot of CEs, needless to say. I guess we're taking a look at skills next, and fun fact, this was actually the point in the video where I realized I was not recording, so all of that, what I just discussed, I kind of had to show again, so it is what it is. So skills, yeah, I'll do a small scroll through here, and I'll give you the numbers then of the max skills, I guess. As you can see, at least from the top side, with a lot of SSRs, because I tend to max mostly the skills of SSRs and the ones I grail, so you won't be seeing as many max skills once we get down here. But yeah, for reference, my JP account at the time of like 3 months ago had 172 level 10 skills, which is already a lot. Very cool. And funnily enough, right now on my NA account, as of today, this was kind of a funny coincidence, I have exactly 200 max level skills. So yeah, a lot of effort and time has put into that. And this is a fun contrast as well. The numbers on the 2 accounts are actually not that big off, because it's actually not it's not really, I mean, you can do a little bit of quote-unquote whaling for max level skills, because you can buy 1 lore from the RP shop every month, but besides that, you can't really buy level 10 skills, because you still need to get those lores from mostly events and whatnot, so the difference is actually not that big because of that. So there you go, bunch of max skills as well. And I believe, unless I forgot something, this is also a very cool moment, because again, I have every servant in the game -1. All of their skills are at least at the rank of 6, which is cool, because that's the first cooldown reduction. And maybe there was 1 or 2 that weren't right now, but I'm hoping everyone is at least 666, and maybe you can even spot some yourself just now, but yeah, I always strive for that. It's a very cool feeling to have. I guess this video ended up being pretty long as well, but I guess to round off, I can show you this, which I showed on the JP account as well, so show you my like materials and whatnot. Now, okay, first of all, that is 163,000 mana prisms, you should see that correctly. Again, not even mostly from whaling, that's mostly from playing lottery events, you'd be surprised. And then at the moment I have a 121 rare prisms as well. And I also buy a lot of the monthly RP stuff as well. Now the USO count of 12 is actually not like correct so far, let me show you something. Because funnily enough, in the past month, yes, you heard that correctly, the past 1 month, I have received these 4 USOs. And again, if you missed those videos, yeah, they're all up. Kind of crazy stuff. So, it's actually kind of funny. The bottom 2 are the 6th copies of my favorite assassins in the game. Like, both of them. So, it's an interesting coincidence. I'm not gonna collect them yet, because I'm a masochist, and I like looking at them. But yeah, I basically have 16 USOs. So back here, I'm just gonna start scrolling through a bit. You'll see some numbers. Some are good, some are not so good, but yeah. I mean, first of all, skill gems are just off the charts, because again, I will never need a single skill gem anymore, because lottery events, they just, if you play a lot, they will drown you in skill gems, so it's nice to know that you're good for life for them. And then we got some materials. Some, again, high amounts, and some not so high amounts, because, you know, selective usage, I guess, and depending on what the lottery events offer. Helps a lot as well. I think my JP account actually has a lot more of these materials, or some of them, which is funny. Yeah, it's just a bunch of stuff. Decent chunk of lores as well. And here's another thing that's cool. I'm good for life with monuments and pieces as well. I know a lot of people aren't, because there hasn't been a lottery, and in case you didn't know, yes, there was a lottery event in the past that gave you monuments and pieces instead of skill gems. I farmed enough of that to be still, to this day, basically good for life. So that's cool. And then a decent chunk of Holy Grails, which I have way too many targets, so even though the number looks high, yeah, I wish I had more, is all I could say. Good amount of Bond Grails as well. And for the Faux Paws, I don't use them at all on JP or NA. I hate them. You get them so... it's so hard to get them, and maybe I'll use them someday, but right now I just hate how you get them. So there you go. That's mats. So yeah, I did want to keep this video brief, but I guess it ended up being long as well anyway, so it is what it is. Hopefully you enjoyed it anyway. Here you can see my main support list as well, I suppose. Would be cool to have a Grailed servant on every class, but I'm not going to force myself to Grail just because I want to fill my support list. Hopefully I showed off all the stuff that people wanted to see. In case you have more questions, feel free to leave a comment below. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this showcase of my main FGO account. Definitely a big whale account again. Last time I'll say that this video, I promise. If you enjoyed this video though, again, do me a solid and press the like button, really helps out. Who knows, maybe after some long time I'll revisit this again, because maybe things will change again, who knows. But again, obviously I'm still very satisfied with where my account is at. Tell me all the cool stuff you have your accounts in the comments below, and otherwise, have a great rest of your day. Alright, peace out my dudes.